Hi guys, it's me. Finally coming back for an update. I'm mentally and physically exhausted. I finally moved in. I moved in Sunday. And as of today, I've only unpacked the boxes that were in the living room. I still have not been in my bed because I have not unpacked anything in the bedroom. My feet were swollen. They were aching and throbbing so bad. All the up and down from the old house, the basement steps, and then going up. There's only six, 7 steps here, but up and down here. My knee was hurting so bad I was walking with the cane again. And yeah, I'm finally getting out a little bit, having to walk the dog so much. Here, I can't put him on the lead like we had in the backyard at the house. So there's a lot of walking, there's a lot of dogs, there's a lot of stray cats, and there's a hell of a lot of squirrels. My dog hates squirrels. So it's been very hectic and it's been really stressful. But I love it here. I really do. It's bright. It's so bright. My poor dog squints. He stays in his little house thing. I'm going to show you this because it's kind of funny. It's so bright for him now. Because remember, I told you the basement was very dark. Well, he's got this little house thing that he can go in and sleep. And he's been spending most of his time in there because it's so bright for him. Say hi, Chewy. That's his little bed. That's his little toy box. Now here I'm going to have a plant stand because I can't really put anything else here. I put my fan out here because I've been sleeping out here at night. I'm not running the air conditioner. That's the, as you can see, the balcony. I'll show you this. And there's my little balcony. I haven't put anything out there yet. I'm going to put netting up so they can come sit out there with me. My desk. I have to get an office chair. I couldn't bring my gaming chair because it was too much for me. I have to unpack that box that's full of pictures. That's my desk. I have to figure out where I'm going to put all my chargers. My garbage can until I can get a little one. My chair I always sit in. My pillows, I sleep with those out here. Those are still boxes that need to be unpacked. And these are all the boxes I did unpack already. And the garbage because I have to take it all the way down to the end. Like I said, I haven't done much. The kitchen, I still have to straighten. I can't find places for half the stuff. That was supposed to be a microwave cart, but the door wouldn't open, so I had to use it for the odds and ends that don't fit in the tiny little drawers. The bedroom is not done yet. I can't do anything. So this is how small the apartment is. I mean, it's very small, and it's still a mess. I'm sorry. I just haven't had the energy to do anything. So anyway, the dog has just stayed in the house because it's so bright. And the first 2 days he was here, he would do nothing because it was so bright for the poor guy. He's not used to how bright it is because we, except for that 9 months that I was living with my boyfriend. He lived in that dark basement. We only had these lights there. I had 2 of them, and then my lamps that I had next to the bed. It was dark. That's why I was so depressed too all the time. I mean, I was depressed because I'm depressed, but just being in the dim lit basement with no windows that you can look out was depressing. It wasn't helping anything. And it's just so bright. I can have it as dark or as bright as I want. I can look out the of the window, the balcony sliding doors, and so can a cat, and so can Chewy, and they love to do that. Now my cat, the poor thing, she is used to being able to go up the basement steps into the living room and then go up into the attic, which is actually my daughter's bedroom, her office, and my son-in-law has his man cave up there. And so it's all finished. And so she had lots of places to go. Here, it's just a small little apartment with the little hallway that goes into the kitchen, and then it comes back out into the little dining room. She spent the whole first day just walking in circles and meowing. She didn't know what to do. She was so lost. She did not sleep. She just kept walking and meowing. And she's starting to get used to it, and she's not used to being alone. She had the other two cats to play with and to sleep next to, and then she had Che, my grandson, and my granddaughter. She could sleep with them, or she could go upstairs and sleep with my daughter, or she can come down and sleep with me. And she doesn't have that now. So she's very confused, and I was worried about her for the first couple of days, but she's adjusting now. Chewy, I just got pain in my eyebrow. He's adjusting. He loves taking walks here, because there's just so many different places we can go. There's a lot of different areas, but he likes it. But it's just so bright for him. But here's the thing, which is really messing me up. I have to get the electric turned on in my name, which was fine, because when I called, the first time I called, before I started looking for apartments, I had to make sure of my balance, because I had to see if I left a big balance. I called, and they said they sent you out a final bill so many years ago. It was $188.46. I said, oh, okay, that's great. Well, I couldn't remember at the time when I got this apartment, and I thought I better call and make sure. And they said $188.46. So I'm like, cool, that's awesome. So yesterday I called to see what, to pay. I said, I already know the balance. I know what it was. Here's my card number. Go ahead and run the card. And they said, it's not going through. And I said, well, can you run it? Here's the numbers. Maybe I made a mistake. No, you don't have enough on. I forgot what they said. I said, I have almost $500 on there. I know I have enough. Try it again. She said, well, ma'am, that's your problem. Your bill is $1,156, whatever. I said, what? So here's the big thing. I was on percentage of income. They call it PIP. And the balance from, I was like 15 years ago or something, when I was on this program, which I totally forgot about. I had built up, and it's collected from different addresses and stuff like that. And what they were reading off was the final bill they sent me from the last house that I had my name, or had the electric on. And that's what they were reading me. But they never went back far enough to tell me what the total amount was. And I can't get the service in my name until that full amount is paid. They won't take payments. They can't do anything, but they gave me 3 places I could call for assistance, one being PIP. They won't do anything unless it's in shut off, or shut off unless your service is shut off, or it's, you have shut off notice. But it has to be in your name to do that. Well, I can't get it in my name unless I make that full payment. I can't do that. I just spent all this money on the move, the rent, the deposit, the pet deposit, all that shit. So now, tomorrow, I have to go to management and tell them all this, which is like, here I am telling them after 3 days of living here that I can't get the electric in my name because I have to come up with $1,100, which just looks terrible for me. Now I have $400 in my bank right now. In 2 weeks, I'm going to have another $500. That's $900. And then on the 3rd of July, I'm going to have probably another $300. I got to hope and pray that they will let me, hopefully give them the money to pay the electric that I'm using while it's in their name until I pay that $1,000. If they don't, I don't know what they're going to do. And I'm going to do it again. And I know I'm going to cry while I'm doing this because when I was talking to the electric company yesterday, I was crying so hard that this bastard of a young guy who was not trying to help me, who was talking to me while I was trying to ask for help, who I could talk to and stuff, he had the nerve to say, man, I can't understand a word you're saying. When you compose yourself, call us back, and hung up on me. I seriously could not string 2 words together and be understood. I understand that. But he could have had a little bit more compassion because they're the ones who told me my balance was $188 to begin with. Twice. So I'm freaking out. I'm crying. I'm scared. And, I'm just, I'm freaking out and don't know what to do. I can't get help from any of these agencies because it has to be in my name. I don't know how these people are going to react to what I'm going to tell them tomorrow. And I've been a nervous wreck, all this time. My son told me, see what you can do, and I can try to help you with whatever I possibly can, which is not much. There's not much he can do. I'm at a loss. I honestly don't know what to do. He can't afford to do anything for me. And the thing is, I can do it, but it's going to take probably another month, maybe a month and a half. And I can afford it. That's the thing. I can afford it. But I don't want them thinking I can't. And just me telling them, oh yeah, I can definitely do it, is not going to assure them I'm going to be able to take care of my finances. And I understand that. But anyway, I called back yesterday when I calmed down a little bit. And I swear it was like the same guy, but it wasn't. And he was like a little nicer, but not as nice. Not as mean, but not any really much nicer. I said, I want to talk to the supervisor. He says, they're going to tell you the same thing, man. I said, I don't care. I want to talk to the supervisor. He goes, I can do that, but they're just going to tell you the same thing. I said, I'd still like to talk to a supervisor. He said, I can switch, but I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a long wait. We're very busy. We have a lot of phone calls, blah, blah, blah. They're going to tell you the same thing. I said I need to talk to the supervisor. He said, okay, fine, we'll do that. So after waiting for a call back for an hour, he says, I'll transfer you now. So I wait probably 10 minutes. And then they said, that how they say, well, we're higher than normal waiting time. We will call you back in an hour to an hour and a half. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I wait that time. The supervisor calls back. She's very nice. And she gives me the 3 numbers I can call. The first one, the number's disconnected. And the other 2, one's just a recording that tells you where you can go to fill out an application, which takes a couple months. I already know this. I don't have a couple months. By the time the couple months I can get in, I'll have the money. The other one, I called and called and called and called, and it's the same thing. You fill out an application, send it in. If you want to talk to somebody, they'll call you back. Well, they never called back. So, I'm sitting here and I'm like pissed because I'm thinking of that Letitia, okay? I'm sitting here thinking of a pregnant woman who's living in her car, threatening to kill her baby, threatening to have a baby, leave it in the woods, and yet people are donating to this bitch. And I can't even ask for help because I don't have enough subscribers. And it's just, and then I think I don't have the right to ask people for money anyway. But I'm just thinking people are donating to this bitch who's threatening to kill her baby inside her yet, or after it's born, to do something to the baby, and people are donating to this bitch, and stuff like that pisses me off. How do people like this get people to support them when people like me who are just trying to get by? And yes, it was me who screwed up in the past, and that's why I'm in trouble now, because the past always does catch up with you. But it's like people like me that are trying to get by and are trying to do good and make up for my mistakes can't get a break, and this bitch is getting money left and right and getting monetized because she zoomed up to 2,000 subscribers because she's threatening to kill herself and the baby she's carrying. I don't understand that shit. I really don't. But, hey, that's what happens. But it all depends on what they say when I talk to them tomorrow. So, guys, wish me luck. If you believe in God, say a prayer that things go right for me. See, I can't even get through without crying over this. It's killing me. I just wanted to get here and be happy. So the past always catches up with you, but I totally forgot about it. I really, really did. I did. I just, and then if they would have told me this when I called, if they would have told me the true balance when I called, but no, they told me $188 twice. So that's what I was going on. And then, and then it's after I moved in and I'm trying to pay it, that's when they tell me, and it hit me hard. I got something in my eye now. So yeah, I'm totally screwed. So we'll see what happens. So then on my first night here, I have my grandson with me. And I go out the door and I went to talk to him, and I, how you breathe in before you talk? I inhaled a bug and it went down my throat. And I gotta go to the mirror real fast because I got something in my eye and it's killing me. Yeah, so I swallowed a bug and I could feel it in my throat. Tickling me. Hi, Chewy. Go keep my subscribers, my friends, busy while I pull this out of my eye. Okay, so yeah, I feel it in my throat, right? So I'm like coughing, trying to cough it up. I can't. I'm getting to my car and we're unloading things. I get back in the house and I'm like, like that, right? So I'm like kind of gagging it out, and then my grandson starts like, "You're gonna make me throw up." And he starts gagging. So I run in here and I start kind of like coughing it up, like almost like throwing up. Not quite throwing up, but like spitting up. And it's not coming up. So all I can do is take a big swig of a drink. And I think it's cool. But then I felt like, and it was probably in my head, like it's tickling up. And I'm thinking it's crawling its way back up my throat. And I'm like totally freaking out. And I start eating. And I think the more I eat, the more it's going to come down. I think it's all in my head that I keep feeling like it's crawling up. I had no idea what kind of bug it was. It was nighttime. So I honestly don't know what it was, but I felt it when I inhaled the talk. I felt it go down. Oh my God, it was so gross. So, yeah, so that's my story. I'm sorry I couldn't update you guys any sooner. Yeah, it's been hectic. I meant to do it Sunday night when my grandson was here. Quiet, Chewy, quiet. I meant to do it when he was here Sunday, and we got so busy, and then I swallowed the bug and I couldn't do it. Meant to do it Monday, but we were back and forth, and I was just drained Monday. I couldn't do anything. I just got the chair from my desk. I had not been able to get under that desk to plug in my computer. It's dead. Because once I get down, like on my knees, I cannot get back up normally. It takes a long time. But since I hurt my knee moving, I can't get up at all. So I'm waiting for him to come back. Plus, I don't have internet until Friday. They're coming. So I will get back on and see what I've been missing. I have no idea what Truthfully Trisha's been doing. I have no idea really what that Knucklehead's been doing. So I haven't really been able to even look at anything to react to any of their videos. Probably tonight and the next few nights I'll be watching them I have to go back. I can't just start making reactions to them now because I don't know what they've been doing. I have to catch myself up. So I thought I'd update you a little bit. Once I get this cleared out and the bedroom done, I hang some pictures, I'll give you a full tour of the apartment. But I thought I'd let you know I'm still alive. Because last time I think I made a video, I was talking about the reaction I had to the booster. So anyway, that's it. I am going to take a shower because the first 2 nights I was here, I couldn't use the shower. I had to keep going back to my daughter's to take a shower. So, yeah. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to take him for a walk and eat a little something and go to bed. Get as much rest as I can. So I missed you guys. I really did. I do miss my reactions. I miss doing all this, but I've been busy and exhausted. So you guys take care. Thanks for not leaving. I see I still have the same amount of subscribers, so thanks for not leaving. And it'll be easier to do it now that I got a different desk. My son gave me this desk. It's huge. It takes up the one whole corner of the apartment. And I can't even get a couch in here. It's small and the desk takes up the whole corner. I think I might be able to get maybe another chair, maybe one over here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't figured it out yet. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for hanging in there and waiting for me. And I will be back on as soon as I possibly can. Okay, guys, thank you. Miss you guys. We'll see you. Bye.